Going on, everyone? Lude here. I'm going to do a recap today of this Terps win big versus WHF war. If you're not familiar, I do the recaps for the Philly clan, and in Terps win big I do have my Town Hall 9 flounder. So I've been part of Terps win big now for a couple weeks, doing some CWL stuff with them, other things, and I figured I'd do a recap of this war for them. So with that said, Terps did get a win against WHF 54-53. Terps did have a slight advantage. We had an extra Town Hall 11 and a 10.5, and WHF did not have that. But still a great war. It came down to the very end, and the difference really was just a Town Hall 10 getting 3-star. So with that said, we'll roll into the stats here. You can see both clans used 40 attacks. Like I said, Terps did get an extra Town Hall 10, so you can see the 14 3-stars to WHF's 13. And Eugene got most heroic attack, UVA Rob most heroic defense. Okay, looking at the map here, there's they did get the 2 stars on the Town Hall 11s, 2 stars on the Town Hall 10s that they didn't triple, and they did triple our 10s down to 12 there, and then cleared the 9s. Looking at WHF side of the house, what you'll notice is we did get 2s on the 11s. That number's 6 base. We 3-starred, and that was the difference in the war. We cleared the 9s and cleared everything else. So what we'll do is we'll start off with a little 10v11 action here. We're going to go with Eugene first. So he'll start off by just setting his funnel. He's got the bowlers down. That mortar does give him some problems. He tries a Valk, and he'll drop a Whiz, and both get killed. So at this point he'll just let the bowler take out that building, and then he'll sneak in another wizard to get that mortar. Now he's just gonna wait a little for that top bowler, and here comes his golems. So he's trying to funnel his kill squad straight onto that Town Hall and then get the 50% to seal that 2-star. So the eagle is tripped at this point. He does get the kill squad to take the jump for the majority. Some bowlers are walking. He does have Valks on the outside, but as you can see, the majority of his kill squad did go and take that jump. He's got poison down for the enemy CC, and even with the eagle firing off, his troops are making some progress here. Now the BK is beating on a wall. The AQ does step up here and start hitting the Town Hall, so the Town Hall will fall. Now at this point it's really just pushing for that percentage, and it pretty tight at this point. He's got some troops on the outside getting trash buildings, and the queen is still shooting at a wall. Queens love shooting at walls. So what you'll notice is now all the troops on the outside have died, and he's at 49%. So if you watch the queen here, literally her last shot gets the AD and the 50%. So a huge 2-star for Terps there by Eugene on the first base. Great job, Eugene. Okay, next up what we're going to show is a hit on base number 2 by Terps 01. Once again, another 10v11 hit here. Now what Terps is going to do is he'll start off with some troops on the outside to get some cheap percentage. The minion does draw those 2 bombs, but air bombs, but no worries, he's got another one there, and he's got an archer over there around 2 o'clock shooting that building. Now this wasn't a fresh hit, and what you'll see here is he does drop 2 loons and get those seeking air mines to take them out, which is great because now he's going to come in with an AQ walk, so those won't take out any of his healers. The queen for this plan was to go from 12 to 9, and he does accomplish that. So you can see she's just taking out the outside trash. He does drop his rage here to get through these buildings, and the enemy clan castle and the queen will go down here in a moment. He does have to use her ability a little early, but he's got the poison down now on the clan castle and the queen. There was a witch in there, but luckily the witch did walk into the radius of that poison. He's going good. Queen's going the direction he wanted her to go, and she's walking around the base. Now the whole setup here is to get those Valks into the core, but that Grand Warden up there might cause a problem So what he'll do is he drops a couple Valks. Those lead-in Valks do take out the Grand Warden, and the rest of them go straight to the core. Now he has no rage. He burned the rage in the Queen, but you'll notice that the Valks just blow through there anyway. They do get the Eagle, which is great, because what you'll notice is it does make the attack go longer. So the Valks serve their purpose. They got the Town Hall, they got the Eagle, and at this point the Queen is still going outside with healers. So everything that the Queen gets going forward is huge for percentage. So there's nothing really over there that can take out that Queen at this point. It comes down to time. So the Queen's just going to keep walking around, taking out defenses and those collectors and the pumps and just sucking up percentage. And she does get the 71 when time goes out. So any 10v11 for 60% is good. Terp's got 71% there. Huge for us. Great job, Terps. Okay, so we're going to show some 9v9 action now. One thing you'll notice here is the meta for 9 has been air attacks. So the loons are so strong at this point, you see most air attacks. But we'll give credit to WHF. Their bases were really good against the air. So the 9 attacks you're going to show is actually ground attacks here. So ground is not dead for you Town Hall 9s. We're going to start here with Zudit. He's going to start from top down. He's got his 2 golems down. He wall breaks in. Golems go into the core, or not the core, that compartment there, and followed up with a CC of bowlers and his heroes. Now, the cool thing is he does funnel from the outside of the wall. As you can see, he dropped those whizzes outside the wall, which is great. And the bowlers were about to walk, and they turned around and went back in. So, great idea there by Zudit. At this point, everything's looking good. He's got his jump down to get all of his kill squad into the core, and he's got them raged up. The heroes are following behind. He has used the BK ability to push in, and the witches are spawning those skellies, just distracting things left and right. The Queen is still at full health, pushing through, and now you can see he starts his hogs. With no real defenses in that 4 to 6 range, those hogs have a straight line across the base here. So the top of the base is taken out by the kill squad. The Queen's still going strong with some witches, and the hogs are just working their way across the base. He's got that last heal that he drops right there, and that will help him push through those cannons. And right now it's just down to a couple defenses. Springs do get a lot of the hogs there, but too little too late. That air defense goes down, and it's just cleanup time. So we'll speed it up here. You can see he's got witches everywhere. He's got his Queen full health still. Crushes the base. Great job, Zudit. Okay, next up we're going to show an attack by JJ Watt on Cookie Monster. Once again, no air, sticking with the ground theme here. So JJ's got a stoned entry built here to go into the base, 3 golems. He's going to start with a really wide funnel. There's the 1 golem, and he's going to start with the other golem around 3 o'clock here, and there it goes. He's backing up those golems with wizards just to make sure he's got a nice wide funnel to eventually push into the base around 2. Drops his Queen to start clearing out that trash out there, and there's the 3rd golem. The funnel's starting to collapse in. He does have a wall break fail, but it should not be an issue because there's the BK there to pound through that wall. The clan castle does suck those bowlers out, so not everything goes into the core there, but he's got the golems in there and his heroes. The bowlers skip past that opening to keep walking around the base there. They just did not want to go into the middle. But the BK's still up, just rages him up there and takes out the AQ. Now you can see half the base now is taken out. Once again, it gives those hogs a clean line to run through the base. So he starts them up top, sprinkling them in, and they're just gonna run straight across the base now. His AQ just takes out the enemy Barb King, and at this point, not much can stop him. He uses his last heal there, and the cannon and the archer are gonna fall down, and that mortar's not a giant threat. So at this point, it's just clean up. Speed it up. Great plan. Execute it well. Great job, JJ. Okay, next up, we're going to show an attack here by JP. So once again, sticking with the ground theme here, he's going to start the attack off smartly with 2 hogs to take out those mortars. If he leaves those mortars there, any golems he drops are going to swing to the outside and knock up against that wall. He wants to get his kill squadron in on those expos, and if those mortars are sucking his golems out, that's not good for him. So he does it pretty cheap with just 2 hogs. Now he drops the wizards down to help funnel in, CC bowlers, heroes, and the golems, and he has a P.E.K.K.A. in there. Puts the jump down, and everything will just go hopefully right into the base. As normal, some bowlers wander. Doesn't seem like those bowlers love to all go in anymore. But both expos are down. He's still got bowlers on the outside shooting some of the trash, and his heroes are still fine. The hound pops, and those pups are taking out some of his kill squad, but what you'll notice here is he accomplished by taking out half the base, and he just has that cannon right there that would really distract anything from the top, but his AQ will walk over and get that. So once again, taking out half the base, you'll see it's just a straight line now, a straight path for those hogs to cut across. So you don't have to worry about them wandering or not staying, strength in numbers. They're all going to be sticking together, working across that base. One cool thing you'll notice here is the golemites that are left. They're actually going to distract those wizards. So as the hogs are going through, not under heal, those wizards are actually shooting the golemites. And we'll zoom in and show you what I'm talking about here, right there. So those hogs are actually pathing across the base without the splash damage hitting them, which helped a great amount with no heals left. Now he takes out this mortar, and there was a troll Tesla. And those hogs will take out that troll Tesla. But with the AQ still up and that whiz working around the base, cleanup wasn't really that much of an issue time-wise. So we'll speed it up here. Once again, nice plan. Good funneling, kill squad, got what he needed done. Straight path across by the hogs. Great job, JP. Okay, we'll show one more. Zudit 6-pack. We'll show Zudit's last attack here. So once again, Zudit is going to go with a ground-based attack. He's got a shattered entry. He's got 2 witches in there and just some other troops to get the funnel down. So there's his golems. Wizards on the outside, funneling, making sure that there's anchor points for the kill squad to go straight into the base. The enemy clan castle comes out under poison. The queen's there, but his kill squad's gonna take out all of that. The push he gets here is pretty good from his kill squad. You can see he starts his hogs early as his kill squad are working in on the bottom half of the base. The hogs are just gonna go make a line straight down the top half of the base there. His BK and his AQ haven't even used their ability yet, and they're still pushing through. Those golems and golemites are tanking for them. Half the base is trashed already, and he's still got a giant pack of hogs and 2 heroes that are fairly strong. Queen has to pop her ability, but at this point he's got a large pack of hogs still. Both heroes, some witches, bowlers, everything's still going. He didn't really lose a ton yet. The troops up top have taken care of all the trash, and they're about to hit that town hall. And those last defenses are going to go down there to the hogs. At this point, cleanup time. Huge 6-pack by Zudit. Okay, that's going to do it. Great win by Terps over WHF. WHF, great war. We really enjoyed it on our side. Until next time, Terps, have a good one.